One such leader is Marc Yamada, Montgomery County's first Asian American chief of police.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I was born and raised in Wheaton, Maryland. I didn't ever stray very far from home. I met my wife when we were in junior high school, so I'm very much community oriented. And I was at a job fair up in Frederick. I looked over, I saw the banner and said, hey, Montgomery County, I live there. Decided to go over and talk to them instead of the 50 or so other Fortune 500 companies that were there. And 37 years later, here I am. I never could have imagined spending that length of time doing anything else. I think the police department gave me an opportunity to do what I did as a kid, and that's get outside and play and be in my community where I grew up in. Believe me when I say, you make us all better.
As the first Asian American chief of police, Chief Yamada carries a sense of pride and responsibility. His leadership is defined by integrity, transparency, and a commitment to fostering trust.
When I first joined the department, there were only 5 or 6 Asian Americans on the police department. I was one of them. But as I started talking to people and I became a corporal and then a sergeant in those advanced initial supervisory roles, and then as I made the executive ranks, people recognized, hey, you're the first Asian lieutenant in this district. And as I go to conferences around the country, there aren't that many Asian officers who have achieved an executive rank. But I never really focused at being the first Asian chief or anything else. I just wanted to be the best in whatever role I was in at the time.
Let us work together to provide the resources and support that everyone in public safety, both sworn and professional staff, needs.
Great leaders aren't just born. They're shaped by the values they carry. For Chief Yamada, the lessons his parents instilled in him continue to guide his leadership and commitment to serving the community.
They always taught me to be accountable. You need to start to be accountable with yourself so that therefore you can be accountable to others. And I think that's one of the main things that's helped me in a leadership capacity. I take care of myself, make sure I'm holding myself to the highest standards possible, and that allows me to pass that on to the people that work for me and with me.
For Police Chief Yamada, serving goes beyond the badge. It's about building connections, guiding young minds, and leading by example. He believes in paying it forward, sharing his experiences, his lessons, and his time to help young people find their path.
I've spoken at schools. I've gone to visit families at their home. I've coached kids, and I didn't really realize if I was having any impact whatsoever until maybe a month, and sometimes even years later. I would run into these kids and they would say, hey, by the way, what you said during our time together meant something. And it helped me do X. It helped me accomplish this. It made me a better person. I've had parents reach out to me to say the same things, and to hear that from a young person at the time where you might not realize you're having that impact, that is something pretty cool.
For those aspiring to make a difference, Chief Yamada offers words of encouragement.
The first thing my parents said to me was, get outside, go play outside. I told that to the officers coming out of the recruit class, get outside. Get outside your cruiser, get outside your comfort zone, get outside into the community, think outside of the box. I think that one word carries a broad range of meanings that I think can carry over to allowing our officers to provide the best services possible in the communities that we serve. If you can't get out there and show people who you are and let them know what you're really about, I think that leads to a lack of understanding. When you're out there and you're talking to somebody and they can see you face to face and interact with you, they get to know you personally. I think that opens up a lot of doors. We're just at a critical juncture here.
As he looks ahead, he hopes his greatest legacy is the difference he's made within his department and the community he serves.
And my oldest son he's been with the department for 7 years. My youngest is now graduating this May and thinking about a career in law enforcement. I just want to leave them with a department, if my youngest son decides to join, that is better than when I got here. The men and women here, professional staff, officers, sworn personnel, they are the best of the best. If I can push us to exceed those lines that we've already accomplished, I think that sets my son, his family up for success in the future.
From his commitment to public safety to his dedication to uplifting the community, Chief Yamada's leadership continues to inspire.